Jai Shri Radhe Krishna. Sometimes a person doesn't break or fall apart. They simply lose, sometimes to themselves, sometimes to fate, and sometimes to their loved ones. The greatest disappointment in life often comes from expecting something from others. Remember, a person who speaks frankly may seem bitter, but they are reliable and trustworthy. It's a matter of luck when good people come into our lives, but it requires skill to take care of them. Often, we are mocked by the same people to whom we reveal our truths in moments of weakness. The happiest people are those who have realized the futility of expecting anything from others. It's not about being lucky and receiving everything good in life, but about making the most of what you have. If yesterday was wasted due to some mistake, don't waste today by dwelling on it. Cultivate your ability to judge others wisely, or be prepared to be deceived. Whenever life presents you with challenges, God finds thousands of ways to guide you. Remember, no one belongs to you except yourself, no matter how many relationships you maintain. Misunderstandings may last a few days, but in the end, nothing is left except tears. Faith can transform a stone into a god, while disbelief can turn a person created by God into someone with a stone heart. Every individual, regardless of their wealth or status, faces sorrow. Even Lord Ram and Lord Krishna faced hardships. It's said that the world will appear to you the way you choose to see it, so always find happiness in all circumstances. Happiness gives you hope and strength. If you wish, you can shape your own destiny through confidence and hard work. But if you don't know how to shape it, circumstances will shape it for you. It's said that no one dies from making false promises, but someone certainly loses their faith. As Shri Krishna says, don't hate those who envy you, for they are the ones who acknowledge your superiority. Relationships should not be like rain, which comes and goes, but like the wind, which remains forever. It's better to apologize and preserve a relationship than to break it. Shri Krishna also reminds us that while a person learns through mistakes, it doesn't mean they should continue making them throughout their life. Relationships should be from the heart, not driven by truth or anger. One should not be so valuable that others can't approach, nor so cheap that they are taken advantage of. We are the sum of our thoughts, so be mindful of what you think of others. Laugh, but never at me. Cry with me, but not because of me. Nothing in the world changes as quickly as a person's intentions and perspective. No matter how high the destination, the path always remains grounded. Time is yours to shape, whether you use it to create gold or waste it sleeping. It's a misconception that a single person cannot make a difference. Just look at the sun, which alone illuminates the entire world. Never be angry with your life. There are many who dream of living the life you have. A person lacking self-confidence is a coward, even if powerful, and a fool, even if intelligent. Every person has some hidden talent, but too often, it is wasted in trying to be like others. The one who complains loses, while the one who perseveres and tries 1,000 times ultimately triumphs. Prayers never abandon you, and curses never affect the good. We often worry about the worst possible outcomes, but rarely do we think about what could be the best. The bitter truth of today is that people often value wealth above all, ignoring a person's character, intentions, and habits. Language and money keep people distant from one another. Prepare yourself for the journey ahead, for the destination is waiting with open arms. Help a person in need with a true heart, and if you find peace in your heart, you will know you've done well. In adverse circumstances, it is not a person's wealth or influence that matters, but their nature and relationships. Silence is my strength, not my weakness. Solitude is my habit, not my compulsion. Anger is like acid. It harms the one who holds it, more than the one it's directed at. Think before speaking, for once words are spoken, regret follows. It's better to distance yourself from those who cannot see their own mistakes. The world often tries to prove the righteous wrong, and while everyone preaches simplicity, they chase after wealth. Be a good person, but don't waste your time proving it, because a person who is truly right doesn't need to explain themselves. If being with someone purifies your thoughts, understand that they are no ordinary person. Life is a journey. Don't try to prove it. Choose happiness, for if you believe, life is joyful. Otherwise, every day will feel like a struggle. The bitter truth is that when someone loves you, they forget your flaws, but when they hate you, they forget your virtues. When people ask what you're doing, they are often calculating how much respect to offer you. A person's greatest wealth is their knowledge. To learn something new, it's important to recognize that everyone excels in some area. Sometimes, in pursuit of something better, we lose the best things. Never be arrogant. Destiny shifts constantly, but the mirror remains the same. It's the picture that changes. Good books and good people aren't understood immediately. They must be read and experienced. Oh God, make me capable of giving more, not taking more. It's a bitter but true fact that a person's true nature comes to light only after they are betrayed by those closest to them. For those who have become accustomed to lying, the truth is always difficult to accept. A good person needs a kind heart to understand, not just a sharp mind, for the mind reasons, while the heart feels the love. Responsibilities age a person faster than time. Who will remember me in this vast world? O God, even people forget you without cause. If you have God, you have everything you need. If someone seeks advice in trouble, offer both counsel and support. For while advice may be mistaken, the companionship is always valuable. The easiest thing in the world is to lose trust, and the hardest is to gain and maintain it. As Shri Krishna says, when you face storms in life, don't panic. Understand that you are blossoming. If you work for something, you might not find happiness, but if you work with happiness, you will achieve both joy and success. There are some people who, no matter how much respect you give them, will deceive you, for you can never change people's nature. Whatever the relationship, it should be strong, not forced. If the intention is pure, devotion follows. God resides in the heart of every human being. Keep Him there. There is no need for outward signs of faith. True faith resides in the heart, with Sri Ram always within. When you recognize your own worth, external criticism or praise will not affect you. Care not for those whose faith is beyond your control. Always value those who believe in you, even when times change. Weapons can only harm the body, but words can destroy the soul. A wife can be gained through wealth, but parents through good deeds. Believing in karma and believing in oneself is akin to believing in God. No matter how great a person is, do not follow them blindly. If it is God's will, He will bestow faith on all creatures. If you're losing, consider it a sign that you are one of the special people God has chosen for greater things. If you wish to reach someone, entrust your problems to Mother, Amma, for she can accomplish more in a moment than you could in a lifetime. It doesn't matter if you do better than others, but it does make a difference if you do better for others. Mahadev says, "Do not be sad. I am with you. Close your eyes. Remember me from your heart. I am not someone else. I am your faith." God resides not in images but in character. So make your soul a temple. Both I and my God are forgetful. He forgets my mistakes, and I forget His kindness. Poison that enters the stomach kills only one person, but poison that enters the ears kills many relationships. Shri Krishna says everyone faces problems, but humans often see their own struggles as the biggest. Hope and faith are never misplaced. It's about whom we choose to trust and place our hopes in. It is acceptable not to fear God, but it is crucial to fear the consequences of your actions, for even God must face the repercussions of His actions. It takes no strength to shout in anger, but it takes immense strength to remain silent. Value relationships in time, for it is futile to water dry land and expect it to bloom. Do not be so proud of yourself, for how many like you and me has God created? Made of dust, we are all the same. There is no greater enemy than someone who deceives while living alongside you, and no greater friend than one who confronts you with honesty, however painful. When we work remembering God, His divine power assists us, ensuring success. If you want happiness in life, adopt these 5 principles. First, Learn to listen before speaking. Learn to earn before spending. Learn to understand before criticizing. Learn to persevere before giving up. And learn to nurture relationships before taking them for granted. Pride emerges when we believe we've achieved something, but respect comes when the world recognizes our efforts. Times change, and with them, so do circumstances. Therefore, never be arrogant in good times, for bad times are never far behind. Everyone's fortunes change at some point. All we must do is move with the times, adapting when necessary. Lamps have no purpose in daylight. If you wish to do something different, step away from the crowd, for it gives courage but robs you of your identity. The path ahead will reveal itself only after you've made progress. If you resonate with these thoughts, leave a comment with Radhe Radhe. Shri Krishna advises, do not blame the world for your pain, but explain it to your mind. A change in mindset will end your suffering. Never lie to someone who believes in your lies. Excessive attachment to anyone is harmful, for attachment leads to hope, and hope leads to sorrow. Those whose nature constantly changes can never belong to anyone, whether it be time or a person. To avoid evil, cultivate goodness, and fill your mind with positive thoughts. It is easy to defeat someone, but it is much harder to win someone over. There is no greater friend than sorrow, for it weakens the soul. God reminds us that relationships aren't sustained by beauty or sweet words, but by genuine hearts and unbreakable trust. No matter how good the situation, it is essential to have a good mental state to enjoy life. Not every situation requires an explanation. To some, we are both good and bad in their eyes. Once the root of a problem is addressed, conversations inevitably return to the same point. Those who love deeply make things seem bigger than they are. No one can surpass the power of patience, for it is the most powerful force. Selfishness is part of human nature, and even the umbrella feels like a burden once the rain stops. Why should we always fast from food grains? Why not also fast from greed, covetousness, backbiting, lust, anger, and negative thoughts? It is essential to overcome the fear that diminishes self-confidence. Your happiness is often the greatest punishment for your enemies. Learn to give time to people, for the relationship will naturally strengthen. You can't force it, but you can certainly try. Forming a relationship is as easy as writing in the sand, but maintaining it is as difficult as writing on water. When people praise you, acknowledge it with grace. When criticized, look for the truth in the criticism. People are judged by their words and deeds, for good things are always visible in their actions. A person who refuses to accept defeat despite lacking strength is unconquerable. Those who believe in hard work never talk about luck. They continue to battle through difficulties. No matter how fast a current flows, it cannot dry up the ocean. Change is inevitable in this world, so focus on doing good deeds. Someone's life will change, someone's heart will transform, and someone's days will be brighter. Man is like a shop, and his tongue is the lock. When the lock opens, we learn whether his store holds treasures or mere coal. Happiness tests our ego, while sorrow tests our patience. Only after passing these tests does life become truly successful. Never give up, for inside every problem lies the potential for a great new beginning. Love always seeks to apologize, while ego only wants to hear apologies. Wrong people may enter our lives, but they often leave behind valuable lessons. Speak the truth, even if it may hurt, but always convey it in a way that feels true. Never underestimate the importance of patience. Remember, drop by drop, water brings both praise and criticism, and both are necessary for growth. Just as a flower needs both rain and sunshine to flourish, so too must we accept both praise and criticism to thrive. God often tests good people but never abandons them, while bad people may receive many gifts but are left unsupported. The one who attempts to change others often fails, but the one who changes himself wins. Never take pride in time or fate, because even the darkest days have a dawn. Every experience teaches us something valuable, so no experience is ever wasted. We learn from our mistakes, and with determination, nothing is impossible. Remember, while others may snatch away what's in your hand, they cannot take what is destined for you. Happiness and sorrow are not as different as they may seem. It is our mind that determines how we perceive them. The whole game of life revolves around what we choose to accept or reject. Tomorrow may be a part of life, but few have the courage to accept it. A smiling mind and face are life's true assets. Those who seek to deceive others are, in truth, deceiving themselves. People often fail to respect us because we make them feel as though they can take advantage of us whenever they wish. They believe they can make us do anything they want. Those who claim not to have time actually have plenty, but they choose not to give it to you. Understand this, even when it comes to your enemies. If you need to help, do not be afraid, for we are people with big hearts. Taking revenge is a task for the heart, not the mind. Their hearts may be full, but the more they hurt you, the more it will protect you from falling into a pit. Never beg for time from others. People who are busy destroying their own lives will complain about their family members to others. The ones we care for most often fail to understand us. Relationships need not only time but also mutual understanding. Stay calm, as whatever the situation may be, it will eventually improve. A good heart and a good nature are both essential. A good heart builds many relationships, while good nature makes life more fulfilling. Whatever is on your mind, speak it clearly, because honesty leads to decisions, while lies only create distance. Maintain relationships only with those who respect you. There is no use in increasing the crowd. Respect is what truly matters. Tears may flow when the heart is hurt, but never aim to hurt anyone else. Do not give up on your goals due to fear of criticism. As soon as you achieve your goals, the critics' opinions will change. Things gained too soon lose their value, and things gained too late lose their significance. Value time, for it is the most precious thing. If you learn from your mistakes, those mistakes become stepping stones. If not, they become an ocean. The choice is yours, to climb or to drown. When a man cannot make a lock without a key, he is still divine. For why would God create problems with no solutions? A person who speaks the truth and follows righteous advice may appear bitter to the world, but truth is always valuable. Today, people quickly ask, "What have you done for me?" Remember, it's not time that makes a person successful, but the wise use of time and opportunities. Human beings do not deceive one another. It is the expectations placed on them that lead to deception. Problems do not arise in our lives without reason. Their presence is a sign that we need to make changes in our lives. No matter how many troubles you face, never run away from them. Troubles will never leave you, no matter how hard you try, so face them with courage. Even if you are praised, do not rush to celebrate. Remember that under the bridge of selfishness, rivers of deceit flow. If someone does not wish to stay with you, let them go. There is no peace in relationships that are forced. In today's world, no one is truly yours. People are only with you as long as they have something to gain. Being smart is admirable, but considering others to be fools is foolish. Even if you must remain alone for the rest of your life, do not cling to relationships that do not serve your well-being. There is no one-size-fits-all path to happiness. Each person must carve their own way. Those who understand this are the ones who have truly found happiness. Those who are clear about their goals are not swayed by the opinions of others. They stay focused on their work and achieve their objectives. On the other hand, those who are easily influenced by others not only harm others, but also themselves. Regret over the past and worry about the future are two thieves that rob us of the beauty of the present. Be cautious in whom you place your trust, as even our own actions can sometimes harm us. Today, people appreciate genuine respect. They are not fooled by superficial flattery. Individuals who walk alone are not arrogant. They are simply self-sufficient. The person whom God chooses to favor may experience struggles in life, but these challenges are meant to shape them for greater things. If you want to achieve something in life, change your approach, not your intentions. It is better to be a source of help, saving others, than to become a river that drowns them. When pride and selfishness both grow, a person becomes unable to embrace others, even if they desire to. Wronging someone is a debt that God will repay, often with a double dose of the same harm, but directed at you. At the time of birth, we have no name, only breaths. At the time of death, we have a name, but no breaths. Between these breaths and names, we call this journey life. God often keeps certain people away from us to prevent them from ruining our lives. Before getting angry at someone else's mistake, consider your own mistakes. It is my responsibility to improve, not theirs. True beauty lies not in the body, but in a person's deeds, speech, and actions. A person whose behavior, culture, and character embody these qualities is the most beautiful person in the world. Do not give attention to those who gossip behind your back. It simply means that you are 2 steps ahead of them. Displaying your intelligence in front of someone who is foolish is also an act of foolishness. If you wish to give something to someone, give them your time. You can take back material possessions, but you can never take back the time you have shared with someone. This is one of life's most valuable lessons. The person whose deeds are good will never live in darkness. Friends, if you have found wisdom in this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our Krishna Vani Gyan channel. If you are a devotee of Shri Krishna, please write Jai Shri Radhe Krishna in the comments. We will meet again in the next video. Until then, take care and may Shri Krishna always bless you. Thank you. Jai Shri Radhe Krishna.